Streaming. Okay, so now
Okay,
it says
now
streaming.
go check the Waterdog account, see if it's like showing you a live video on the like private stream.
It shows. Well, it just shows a black screen. Let me change windows again. Screen.
Why don't you go drag OBS over to the other window just so we don't have to keep like switching back and forth?
Yeah. Probably a smart decision. Nope. Stop. Let's see. Okay, so change window, screen, and screen 2. Go live. There we go. Okay, so we'll go to this. And there's OBS.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
You can go ahead and hit edit on that, like there, and like set up the stream however you want. So like change the title, change the category, put a description if you want.
Okay. Perfect. Now we'll do Waterdog. We'll do big charity. Stream bash. I guess episode 1. Okay, how do you want to go live?
That you don't need to check. Change. Okay. Scroll down and you're gonna want to change the probably category, honestly. Up.
Oh. Let's see.
Up.
Category.
Which is people and blogs. Probably change that to
entertainment.
Nonprofits and activism actually would be a good choice because it is a charity stream.
Nonprofits and activism.
And change the visibility from private to public.
Public. Great, perfect. Done.
Hit save. Now we need to check to make sure that it will save a VOD.
Okay.
I have no clue how to do this, so let me just look it up.
Oh no, my microwave. The bitrate.
Okay, as long as it's less than 12 hours, YouTube will automatically archive it for you. So Perfect. We don't have to worry about that.
Okay, cool.
All right. That should be everything. You should be ready to actually go live now.
Okay, cool. Let's hopefully PNG tuber is working. So okay, so then I guess just it just is already live, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Up where it says end stream, there's a little like arrow icon. You can get the stream link there.
Okay, perfect.
And hit the little like copy icon, and you can send that in the server and such.
Perfect.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and head out now. You have fun streaming.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. I think we've got everything set up, ready to go. Yay! Hooray! Let's do this. Where is my Discord? There's my Discord. have this open, and we'll put this over here, and let's have this open. Hello. Hopefully everything is working correctly. We are we had some technical difficulties. Hello, welcome, hi. Thank you everybody for coming to the first stream. Uh, hopefully I will be entertaining enough. Um, I will do my best. Oh no, Butters is not working great. Why, Butters? Why? Why do you do these things to me? Um, let's see if maybe I can fix him. It's very strange. He's working okay on my end. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so he is working now. Is that the consensus? Okay, thank you. I I am I am very much uh new to this. So I appreciate everybody uh willing to he stopped again. Oh no! Butters, no! Why? uh let's see. Hopefully let me know if he stops again. I think this should work, hopefully. Uh he's still going. Thank God. Butters is a very fearful little man. He you know, he's not used to he's not used to being in front of people. um Thank you. Yes, Ara did such a good job. I unfortunately needed their help greatly with this. But yes, I have both chats open. So I have both the YouTube chat as well. It's now in the middle of the screen. Help! Why? No! Okay, let's see. I think it's because I tried to yeah, this is technical difficulties. Okay, there we go. Butters, please work with us here. Help me, sir. I know what happened. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can fix him. We'll put him back over here where he belongs. Go in the corner, boy. uh, he wanted to travel. He really did. He wanted to travel. I don't. I just. The problem is I need more monitors. um. Yes. No. We. I hopefully. Hopefully he works now. There we go. I think that will do. I will try to banish to the corner. Yes, banished. Bye bye, Butters. Um. Stay in the corner where you belong. Just not in the closet, because in this household we don't do that. Let's see. I was trying to make dinner, and that did not happen. All right. So, I had something planned. So, we're going to see how well this works. And we'll go from there. So, what I had planned for this stream was going to be, and right now I don't know if any other staff are in here right now, so I had an idea. Originally, my plan was we're going to play Guess That Waterdog! Yay, fanfare! I don't have sound effects. Boo! But, no. We are going to play Guess That Waterdog. So what I'm going to do, and we'll see how well this works. If not, we may move on to something else. But I will randomly select a dog. um, from the master list. Um, and I will quickly doodle him. And I don't, I'm so sorry, I don't have prizes. I will figure something out. This is flying by the seat of my pants. Um, I will try to have prizes. I know there was talk of it, but um, this is it'll be okay. We'll see how well this goes, and if not, we will move on to something else. Y'all might just and it might turn into me just drawing. Um, but I will try to keep engagement. I swear. Um, let's see. Or I could maybe if it's a little bit better, if it might be easier for everybody, I could do like I'll draw one of my dogs, and the the first to guess will be the winner. For right now, I can give a clap. uh, I'm so sorry, but that was the plan. But if it doesn't work, I also have another suggestion. We'll do kind of like an okay everybody thing where I will work on the charity design, which honestly that might be I'll leave this up to a vote um, as to what y'all would want. Um, yeah, honestly, I think that might be the funnest thing. Um, I I should have planned better. um, yes, okay, everyone. Yes, Holly. Thank you for the suggestion. Same brain cell, singular brain cell, the Waterdog brain cell. um, yeah, we honestly we might just do that instead because I feel like that'd be easiest for everybody. Um, let's see. So I guess we'll start off the soggy brain cell. Yes, the soggy brain cell. All right. So I guess we'll start this off with let's start with species. Um, let's see. Hello, Nico. Um, yes, we'll start with species first. Cat. Perfect. Cat. Cat. Everybody has the same brain cell tonight. Cat. Beautiful. Love it. All right, so we'll start with a cat. Hmm. Let's see. What kind of kitty shall we do? Cat, 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 cat. Feline, cat. I'm so glad we all have the same brain cell. Oh, glorious, glorious day. Um, and so while I'm doodling, I will. Yes, we all share the singular brain cell, the singular soggy brain cell. Ooh, Lycoi. Okay. Um, for right now, I will draw a generic cat, and then we will come back to breed specific. Um, but this is I know a lot of people can't come to the streams that I usually host over on the server. So this has been something I have considered for a while, whether it be through the Waterdog server or just doing it um, myself separately. But would anybody be interested in being able to watch VODs? Hello, Leopard. Um, yes, would anybody be interested in being able to watch VODs? Just because I know I've had some people express that they wish they could join, um, but sometimes time zones don't work out. Um, Sometimes just people have things going on. And I say this from I ask it from yeah, right. um no, there's a couple of people that that I watch their VODs of, and I never am able to get to the actual live streams, whether it just be because it just falls during a time that I can't join, or I'm also just like, I'm the kind of person that I'm like, wow, there's a lot going on in this, and this is live. These are real people in real time. Um, and it's like, oh man, that's really intimidating. So I know, for myself, yeah, I also just love VODs because it means I can like listen to it. I can listen to it at work. I'm that person that um listens to YouTube videos or VODs at work. Um, I am lucky enough to be able to work a job, um, where I can just kind of listen to that stuff while at work. So I'm definitely that person that, while I'm putting up stock and stuff, and just doing my other managerial tasks and shit, I like listening to this kind of stuff. Um, yes, yes. If there's enough engagement for it, I think, I may try and bounce it off of, staff. See if it's something that they would let me do with the, the official YouTube channel. Just because I feel like that's the best place for it if we're doing, because all my streams are very Waterdog centric, so I felt like it would be good to keep them, um, all together in the same place rather than, trying to, um, have several different people, um, doing different things on different channels when we could all just collectively have it in one place. And that way, like, if other staff members would like to do it as well, um, or if there's a specific staff member you want to be able to watch, it's kind of all just in one place. Um, the I personally, to have a real moment, um, I personally really love the idea of these because I feel like I can, interact with the community all at once, and, I personally, when I became staff, um, one of my things was, um, engaging with the community, and, I know there's people out there, myself included, that, um, it's a little daunting to have to talk to staff. And so when I became staff, I was kind of like, I want to be able to make people feel comfortable. Like, this is your welcome to share your opinions. You're seen, you're valid, we're all heard, and we're all here together. And this isn't, this is us. This is the community. And I've been here for a while. Sorry, I'm making this I'm making this a, welcome to Grim talks about himself. um, but no, I just I've been here for a while. I've never really kind of gotten into talking to the community side of things. I'm very, um, I wouldn't say nervous person, um, but big settings really do, um, kind of intimidate me a little bit. Um, yes, hello. Sorry, we have a special guest. Welcome, my cat. Um, say hello to Honey. She's mad that I'm not paying attention to her. But yes, the kitty cat. Um, I swear, it's always when I'm streaming. Hi, honey. Yes, welcome, honey. Um, she yeah, she always manages. Why am I not vibing with this pose? What is going on? Uh, we'll start over. Please tell us about the silly cat. Okay, lovely, great. I love getting to talk about my cat. So I will give the backstory of my cat and how I got my cat. Story time. Um, so when I first moved out, um, I had like just gone through a breakup with somebody, like almost a 10-year relationship. And so when I moved out, I was like, I don't want to be alone. um, and I had never had a cat before. And as I've seen y'all in the Waterdog server talk about, y'all are warrior cat kids. So am I. And I was like, I've always wanted a cat because warriors. And I was like, I'm gonna get a cat. That's going to be my first pet. And I may have jumped into yeah, warrior cat. Oh, it's got the death grip on me. I can't escape it. I uh I unfortunately am still collecting all the old all the old what you call it? The old cover arts because I can't. I cannot um I cannot get behind the new cover art. I'm sorry, but no. I think I saw earlier today actually yeah, the only cover art. Yeah. No, I think earlier today I did see some conversation about about the new cover art looking like AI art, and I was like, yes. Oh God, yes. Um, and yes, Legos. Oh, my little brother is so into Legos, and honestly, so good. Um, why are they so close? Yes. Um, but no, I was like, okay, I have to get a cat. Cat has to be wait, Legos has an Animal Crossing set? What? Um Also, I'm so sorry. Um I draw super slow. So I'm gonna try to do as many okay everybody as I can. I can't make any promises. But no, so I was like, a cat has to be my first pet. I really want a cat. And so I was on Pet Finder and I was looking at images, like, because they have images and stuff like that of like pets that are up for adoption. And one of the things that I was looking for was like I really wanted like a black cat. Um, and I'm looking through all these images, and I'm like, none of these cats are clicking for me. Which I wasn't too mad about. I was kind of like, do I really need a pet right now anyway? I just moved out. I just got my own place. Do I really need to bring this do I need to really be should I be doing this at all in the first place? And then I saw Honey's listing. And my lord, when I tell you that it looked like the worst quality picture imaginable. Oh my god, it looked like it was blurry. It was the room was so dark, the flash was so bright, and I could barely tell what this cat really kind of looked like. And I was like, yep, that's the one. I need her. And so I ended up reaching out, and at the time I was working night shifts. And so I sent a message at like 8 o'clock at night. And in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull the trigger. I'm gonna message. But like in my mind, yeah, when you know, you know. But in my mind, I was like, it's 8 o'clock at night. Nobody's gonna respond, and I have time to essentially chicken out and ghost them. Um, 30 minutes later, I get an email notification. And I'm like, oh Lord. And they're like, hello, would you like to meet Honey on this day? And it was like 2 or 3 days later on that Saturday. And I was like, um, yeah, sure, why not? And I was like, I guess I'm getting a cat now. This is happening. Hello, we are talking about my void, but and how I got the void. But I was like, okay, I guess I'm getting this cat. And so she was with her foster at the time, and I was like, okay, I'm going out to this random stranger that I don't know's house, by myself. And I'm driving out there, and I'm getting farther and farther into the backwoods, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die going to just go see this cat that had the worst quality picture. Does this cat even exist? I don't know. Um, I get out there. I'm on the phone with my dad the whole time. He's freaking out. He's like, "You're going to a stranger's house. You don't know where you're going." Um, and I was like, I'm so terrified. And then I get to this tiny little house, and I I go up to the door, and I'm nervous as all heck. And I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. This is where I die. But guess who opens the door? But this tiny little snow white haired grandma. And I'm immediately like, I would kill for this woman. She's so sweet looking. She looked just like my Mima. And she leads me into this tiny little house, and there's cats everywhere. There was like a cat with a missing eye. There was a cat with like a missing leg and a cone. There's like fat cats running around, skinny cats, all kinds of different kinds of cats. And she leads me off into this like extra room. And yeah, right. I'm like, I'm like, this woman is out here living her best life. This is the life I want to have when I'm older. And and she leads me off into this other room, and yeah, in the middle of nowhere with a ton of cats. And she leads me off into this like side room, and there's Honey sitting in the window. I guess she had like just eaten, taken a nap, and she was like, "Yeah, this is yeah, did I run into a force switch? I don't know. That's a really good question, actually. But oh my gosh, she was the sweetest little thing. I was like, this is my Mima, but not, but is. And I was like so afraid. I was like, oh my gosh, what if me and this cat don't vibe, and I'm gonna be so heartbroken. And I'm like kind of hanging back in the room. I don't want to scare the cat. I'm like, is this my forever cat? And she's like, she notices that I'm like hanging back, and she's like, here, have a seat. And I'm like, okay. So I get down in like I sit down in like the only chair in this room. And instead of like letting the cat come over to me, she just picks up Honey and plops her in my lap. And I'm like, there's a cat in my lap now. Okay, this is happening. Um, and Honey starts purring, and I'm like, this is my cat. This is my cat now. I'm like, oh my god, I love this cat. And yeah, so long story short, I spent $200 that night, and now I have a cat that screams at me. Um, and hello code. But yeah, so that was the instant purr. I was like, I'm gonna cry. Worth all the stress. No, you are not wrong. It was absolutely, and she, my girl is a special girl. She, we've had kind of behavioral issues with her. She's a stray. She's extremely jumpy. We did have to go on anxiety medication, but I guess like father, like daughter, so it is what it is. But no, we've had some issues and there's been some setbacks, but really overall, I would not trade her for the world. I and like I've had issues, and I think like she being my first cat, I really didn't know what to expect. And she was originally supposed to be a neuter and release. But her foster, who was feeding her, decided that she was just too sweet of a cat, um, to just toss back outside. But I do think there's had to have been some trauma or something. And I unfortunately live in a very noisy apartment complex. We had some really really bad upstairs neighbors, which I think were where a lot of the behavioral issues were coming from. Thankfully, they are now gone. Thank the Lord. um because we haven't heard them in months, or not months, in weeks. But and I, for a while there, I was really concerned. I was like, what am I doing wrong? I've never had a cat. Am I doing everything that I could possibly do? And I was watching her just be really stressed all the time. Yeah, they were extremely noisy, and we complained about them. And we were basically just told, well, it's not during curfew, so there's nothing we can do. And I was like, cool, so they can blare their music and let their kid run around as loud as they want. And yeah, it was. I don't know if y'all heard that or not. Honey is very adamant about sharing your food with her. um, yeah, the beef in the background. Yeah, we heard. Okay, good. um, and I can guarantee you, she would not want it. You would let her have some of the quiche, and she would go, "Ew," and then walk away. Um, but oh no, she did eat the quiche. Great. So now she's gonna have a hankering for quiche. Um, yeah, I am not a fan of sharing food with her. I'm like, you have plenty of wet food. Food driven cat. It's really strange because she was not a food driven cat at all when I first got her. Like literally, the only thing I could feed her that was people food was roast beef. She refused to eat anything else except roast beef. But I guess I opened that window and showed her the magical world of roast beef and all there is that can be offered with human food. And now she's like, I will not look back. Um, and this is, honestly, roast beef is so good. I don't even blame her. Um, in her, because I have a, yeah, she tries to steal food. She doesn't get it from me. She has learned that I do not share my food with her, and I'm like, nope, go away. And she's like, oh, okay. and then she goes to my sister. But yeah, no, I made the mistake of sharing roast beef with her, and because when I first got her, she was very, 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 very skinny. She just didn't really want to eat, and I was actually a little concerned with just how thin she was. Um, she is thankfully put on a little bit of weight. She's not as thin, or at least is not as ridiculously thin as she was.
Stop trying to take a bite off of it off my fork!
Oh my god. Yeah, the cat is the little void goblin is trying to steal food. Um, but yeah, no, she the cat, yeah. Um, it's funny because I actually have food in front of me right now, and she knows I will not share with her, so she's gone to my sister instead. The void must consume. The void must consume. Feed the void. Okay, I think we have a decent base for the cat. All right, everybody. Best part of the stream. I'm so glad. I'm so glad Honey can be here to entertain. Um all right. So now that we have a cat, what breed are we going to make the cat, everybody? I think I think like I hopefully the stream is not too far behind where I'm actually am in real time, but yeah, we'll see. Um Lycoi, 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 Lycoi it is. Um, but yeah, she is a menace. Yeah, we were having nipping behavioral issues for a while there, but thankfully that seems to have stopped. I we were on the orange breed. Orange Lycoi. You know what? I am not opposed to that. Orange Lycoi it is. Um, but yeah, no, we were having nipping issues for a while there, and but I think that is thankfully cleared up now that, especially now that the neighbors are gone. Um, Yeah, we're gonna Firestar Lycoi. No, Leopard, no, I cannot. But also yes. We're returning to our Warriors Cats phase, aren't we? Please. Um you know what? I will allow it. This could be a water creature. Orange knot. um Fire Lycoi. I love it. Yeah, let's you know what? We're gonna make him Firestar. Who is your favorite Warriors cat? I I really really hate to say, basic ass bitch as I am. Um, it was wow. Why am I drawing a blank? Power of three. Um, why am I drawing a blank? Somebody help me, dear Lord. Um, blind boy. Not Holly. Sobbing. Yeah, I am. Yes, thank you, Jay Feather. Wow, that was pitiful. And I call myself a fan. No, Jay Feather. Yeah, Jay Feather. Fun fact, I was actually trying to make a Jay Feather Warriors Cat Water Cat for a while there. Um, Fake fan, I know. I will go donate all my books right away after this stream. How dare I? Um, I I honestly I've started reading them again. Um, I stopped for a while, but I have a I have a planned break coming up, and when I'm gonna be in bed for a while, I will definitely be reading those books. Um, okay, so I never got to Maple Shade stuff. Um, I know she's pretty important. Um, is she? Hi, Space. Um, she does. I've read too many fanfics. You know what? Honestly, valid. Um, no, didn't didn't Maple Shade have one of those? What were the big books? The ones that were like kind of separate from the main series themselves. Um, y'all know what I'm talking about. But didn't she have something that covered her story? Wasn't she a villain? Super Edition. Thank you. Oh gosh, I am struggle busting tonight. Thank you, y'all. But didn't they? She had a novella. Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Um, Maple Shades Vengeance. Yes. Um, okay, a smaller version of the Super Editions. I hate to say it, never got around to the Super Editions. I kind of stuck to the main storyline. And what you drawing? We are doing the design for the charity batch. Uh, so we're doing an okay everybody of it because I kind of had something planned in the beginning, but it just wasn't going to work out. So we're doing this instead because this does definitely work. Um, though a heads up that there is another staff member that also has this plan too. So if I'm not able to get to everybody's suggestion, though everybody seems to be on the same wave tonight, so you know what? I think we're gonna get to everybody's suggestion, um, but no, if not everybody has their suggestion taken, there will be another one coming up this week. So do not worry, do not fret. Um, all right, we have Lycoy. Let's see. Yeah, we are all collectively sharing one brain cell. It's great. It's fantastic. I love it. I love it when we all come together as the community. Okay, actually, before I do this, Tufts or no Tufts? Ooh, fire mist. Oh, okay. You know what? We will circle back to that. But Tufts or no Tufts for the ears? Tufts. No. Uh, it looks like it's Tufts. We're gonna go with Tufts. I'm gonna keep them very simple. I'm not over the top Tufts. Just fun little Tufts. Little fluffy floppy things. Um, Tufts forever. They're so fun. Water Tufts. Ooh. Do like that. I do like the water Tufts. I feel like we're the vibe I'm getting from this is young Firestar. So maybe like the first series before he even becomes leader. Fireheart, getting Fireheart vibes. Honestly, he's best boy. He's so I love Fire. I love Fireheart, Firestar, Garfield. See, I already have Garfield, so no. I'm just kidding. I am not gatekeeping Garfield. Um, give him a heart cut out. Okay. Let's Odie Waterdog. Yes. Why does that not exist yet? Somebody immediately go do it. Um, I also don't know Warrior Cats. It's okay. Um, I am. They're still gonna be try to make them different enough that they are not gonna be just straight up Fireheart. Uh, but okay. So let's All right. So what I'm gonna do next, because I've got a couple of different ideas for the tail. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to draw a couple of different options. Um, and then I will let y'all pick. So the first one I have in mind is like a fluffy tail, because fluffy tails, they're so pretty. I'll make a, a warrior dog. You know what? Do it. So the first up is fluffy tail. Now let's oh man, I should put it on another layer. My bad. Ooh, firetail does sound fun too. But let's see. Let's do we're gonna turn off that layer. And we're going to make this lower. And then, so the next up, the other idea was flat tail. Kind of a thinner tail. That, my favorite, the very round on the tip. Misttail, firetail, misttail, firetail. All right. I hear y'all. I see y'all. I will, let me draw it up. So we've got flat tail, because I'm gonna give y'all a couple different options. And then, let's see, firetail. Let's do, I love Mist. Mist is so fun to play around with. We're a pack of feral dogs, sorry. Y'all are okay. Y'all are definitely okay. Also, in case there is anybody that is not able to join the chat on YouTube and is currently in the voice chat channel, I do see y'all. So if you do have an opinion, you are free to voice it. I see y'all. I hear y'all. I know there's a couple of people that were like, I don't know if I can join the YouTube channel chat, and that is okay. All right. We've got a misttail. All right, so we got the three options. We got fluffy tail, got flat tail, and we've got mist tail. So, first option, one is the fluffy tail. Option 2 is the flat tail, and I think the winner is mist. Y'all are feral. We want the mist. Give us the mist, father. All right, I hear y'all. Y'all shall get the mist. Mist it is. Sorry to the other tails. Bye bye. Father, we crave the mist. Why not all three? No. Alright. Mist tail it is. Ah, I'm loving his mist. I'm loving the mist. Y'all are amazing. I'm loving it. I'm very much vibing. Alright. So now we're going to do a fluffy flat mist. No, why not make a big mist tail? Ooh. All right. This is not an everybody, but I do want to see what this looks like. So we're gonna make the mist bigger. So let's see. We'll do. Nope. Hold on. Hold on. No, 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 no. Not transform. It's gotta have its own unique shape. Because I choose violence. I am not going to lie. I watched so many not the violence. Yes, the violence. All the violence. Give me the violence. No. But only on myself. Only on myself. No, I watched a lot of a lot of Warrior Cat AMVs growing up. Let's see. Right. All right. So we have Big Miss Tail. Bros being consumed by the mist. They were so good. They were so good. Uh, oh no, they have progressively gotten better and better over the years because they never got out of their phase. Giant mistail, giant mistail. Yes, no. Um, oh my God, there was one I went looking for the other day, and I think the creator deleted it, unfortunately. But it was like it was. I'm pretty sure it was Cinderpelt, and it was the song was a Taylor Swift song, and I can't remember the name of the song. It was like something like the lyrics were like Drew looked at me, not me singing so shitty. Yeah, no, somebody's got to know. Yeah, the Taylor Swift one. Um, yeah, I can't remember the song, but gosh, that one I listened to that one way too much. Uh, and I wasn't even into Taylor Swift, and loved that one. And I went looking for it the other day, and I could not find it. And I seriously think they deleted it, and I was so sad. Teardrops on my guitar. Thank you, thank you. That's it. Um, convinced what kids community for big old tail. Um, okay, all right. So we have. I think the consensus is big tail. Um, let's see. We'll clean it up a little bit. So it's a little rough looking, but we'll clean it up later. Um, being a Taylor Swift stan comes in handy. Oh, you're so valid for that. Let's see. All right, so we've got the mistail. What's next, y'all? I'm drawing a blank. What should we do next? Ara did my PNG tuber. They're so amazing for it. It was by Blue Koi Kitty. Sand sweater, seeing wings, volcano water, um, mist ear tufts, heart cut out with mist. Okay, I feel like this is turning less into okay, everybody, and just me being like, yes, I like that, I like that, I like that, and that one, and that one. Is there re-upload of it? Somebody better drop that in the channel. Somebody drop that in the server. Please, for the love of God, I need to watch it again. Uh, heart cut out with mist. Give him sand pants and a sweater. I can't do both unless I make him long body, because you technically can't do both of those unless the body has more water. Uh, water splotches. Okay. So I have a thought, and I want to see what y'all think of it. If we start moving a little bit away from straight up Fireheart, and what if we had spots that had mist coming out of them and do like warm tea? That is completely water. Can't do that one either. Otherwise, I would. Okay. Kind of like a volcano, but like what's the word I'm looking like a aromatherapy cat. Okay. I'm cooking now. So aromatherapy cat. He he geyser fireheart. He comes to in these trying times. He comes to Do we call you Water Doge or? Well, I'm specifically Grim, so you can call me Grim. I'm just on the Waterdog official channel doing this. Yeah, but Heart Spring Healer is kind of he comes in these trying times when you're stressed. He brings the soothing mist. Gremlin. Yes. I when I was when I was trying to come up with a new username, it was Mr. Doge. Uh but no, I was like I feel like a goblin sometime. Yeah, no, he's gonna have medicinal herbs. Medicine cat fireheart. The alternate universe where instead of becoming leader, he becomes a healer. He comes to heal the soul. Fire pelt. Yes. Instead of fire hearts, fire pelt. Okay, so then I think I want to change the expression. If we're gonna go for a healer, um, let's do the expression a bit differently. I'm gonna turn where there it is. So we're gonna turn this way down because what I want to do is I want to do a calming, more of a calm expression. And you know what? Let's give him some medicine herbs. Yeah, I was gonna give him uh medicine herbs to hold in his mouth. So yes, same brain weave. Given a juniper. Uh, like the berries, blueberries. Okay, I thought as much. I just want to make sure. I was thinking for some reason I was thinking of the herbs can also be behind his ear. Oh yeah, no, they're gonna be everywhere. They're gonna be he's so happy he doesn't have to go through the events of the series. Oh my god. Yes. He's just out here living his best life. Alternate universe where far poppy flowers in his ears. We're gonna do I'm gonna draw some basic leaves just for now. Um and I will and maybe like a little branch of berries coming around the ear. Farm heart. Fixing trauma of our favorite characters, one character at a time, by just basically removing them from the story. Ask me about any herb. I'll tell you what you need to know. Perfect. I may ask for some pictures in the server so I have a little reference to look off of. But yes, okay, so now let's move on to Sand. We kind of have the face going on a little bit. Um, I want them to have chibi wings. Um, is Cat Trauma the series? Cat Trauma the series TM. Thank you and good night. Give them a deadly herb. No, they need to be a healer. They need to be a healer. No deadly herbs. Only the good vibes. Oh, God bless. Now I got that song stuck in my head. No, this is not the time. Sit on the back and water in legs and belly. Um, all right, y'all. it is a last resort. In the series, I if I remember correctly, Space, you said you haven't read the series. Um, you're the reason for the teardrops on my guitar. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm gonna cry. Thank you for joining. There will be a VOD up later, so if you would like to check out what you missed, it will be there for you. My sister is a Swiftie. Okay, you have read the series. Oh yeah, so yeah, no, for sure. They definitely have used it very rarely. But I think for the vibe that I want to go for, um, part of my reasoning is also since this is for the charity badge, I want to keep it to mainly just healing stuff because we're out here doing good things. We're out here coming to help, and that is what Fireheart could do with olive branches. Um, why not some marrow? Okay. Um, yes, I will. We'll come back to the details of the medicine. Um, oh no, not the mom heard it was too violent. I mean, she wasn't wrong. Do a little hot spring on his back. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Doing doing little aromatherapy. So he has like mist coming out of little holes in his sand. Um and then in his sand there's floating herbs. Um he's a soothing little baby. Um no, Warrior Cats is definitely not for young kids. Um, thank you for stopping by, Sai. And as always, if you can't make it back later, the VOD will be there to see the shenanigans later on. Yeah, no, there is more cat violence than I can count. Um, okay, so should we do? Um, I'm kind of vibing with almost just like keeping the sand like just on his back and like having water. It was in the babies section of Barnes and Nobles. You had to go in there all embarrassed as a teen to find them. No, but also yes, same. Um, yeah, water legs. I think let's do let's do a little bit layered. I kind of want to do just because Lycoys are very yeah, why are they putting them in there? Um uh it, that honestly is a really good question. I don't know why they would put them there of all places because it's really not a kids series. At the very least, not like in the same area. Gave him clouds around his legs. Like little like mist. Um Ooh, what if like a little bit of mist that trails off his paws, like he's walking on clouds. Cloud steam. Yep. Uh, yeah, they're talking animals. It's for kids. Do I need to recount what happens to Tiger Star? Mist around his paws. Yeah, let's do 13 plus or maybe older is more appropriate age. Yeah, you are not wrong. Um, it is definitely not a series for children. It should definitely, and I really, and this is what, I was so young when I read Tiger Star's death. Yeah, in intense detail, in graphic detail. Oh my God. But God bless, was it so satisfying. Hated that man. I was like, yes, but also like, oh my God, but also, yes, get rid of him. Um, terrible, terrible, terrible. They really did make a character that we really could hate. Okay. All right. I think we're coming along. I like it. Uh, let's see. Now, here comes the flip test. Will it look good when we flip it? All right. Not bad. Not bad. Sometimes when I flip it, spoilers for a how old book series. Um yeah, no, sometimes when I flip it, it looks so bad. I'm like, what's going on? He's such a dude. He's a dude. He's a bro dude. He's a bro dude that's here to give good vibes. He's a himbo. 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 Himbo Fireheart. Probably should put yeah, no, it definitely there was a lot of scenes that should not have allowed it to be in the kids section at all. Yep. Right, we will let's flip this. Oh, the one thing that I hate about learning a new program is trying to relearn basically where things are at. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, no, healing water is going to be like, I'm thinking a soft green with some orange in there because I think that would be super cute. Just very, very soft, soft pastel vibes. And then I will, yeah, I'll do the other eye later. It's hard not to have the focus outside the den. Yeah. Just say the kits are boring, please. Yeah, we don't need the, we don't need in detail. Thank you. Warrior Cow's out here actively traumatizing this generation. Okay. I like it. Let's see what's next. We will definitely start lining it, that's for sure. Oh my gosh. There's a YouTuber that I like to listen to occasionally, and they've done like a whole ass rant on the way that, like, especially in the first couple of series, how the the breeding lines just really did not work very well, and it's so confusing. I can't remember who that is. Who is that? It's which YouTuber is that? It's no, it's not. Their username is not Plural Kit. I don't know. I'm drawing a huge major blank. Yeah, most of the Thunderkind cats don't have parents or weren't related, especially in the first series at the very least. As the series went on, I think it got a little bit better. Yeah, they just spawned in. Uh, um, yeah, wasn't the whole reasoning that Firepaw Rusty was even brought in was because they didn't have enough cats. So theory that like really they should have just done it like this, that anybody who didn't have a parent or like any like set lineage, their parents should have just been dead. Which maybe is just too morbid, but like we had we had whole ass death scenes. I think you could just say the parents are dead. But maybe that's just me. I don't think they really thought that far ahead, honestly. Yeah, too morbid. As we got Tiger Star's death in great detail. But God forbid there be orphaned babies. Which, like, if we're talking morbid, wasn't there like one of the clans at one point was basically like they had changed the age their apprentices could like kids could start as apprentices. What's up, honey milk? Welcome to the stream. We've evolved and we have devolved into making a water cat essentially. Yeah, it was Shadow Clan. Uh, Hi Coast. Okay, I don't. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I'm trying so hard to remember who's who. Oh, beautiful day. Yes, indeed. Um, we right now to recap what we're doing. This is the charity charity event batch design that will be in the when that is released. And so the theme is Fireheart if he was a medicine cat instead. And so his mist, he has a mist, and he brings aromatherapy as well as healing. He is a very good boy and avoided all the trauma because he became a medicine cat. He decided he wanted to help out, and decided if he were to have been like, man, I'm not really liked, and I'm gonna prove that I can help out, and decides to help heal cats and becomes a very beloved medicine cat in the clan. So that is the theme we're going with right now. Beautiful, precious little boy, and he's a Lycoy. I absolutely like whoever gets this guy. I swear, you need to. I need this story. I I love coming up with concepts and stuff like this. Um, it's one of my favorites. I I don't who here read the like 20-page long Easter event story. No shade or shame if you did not, because I did go a little all out. I had so much fun writing that. It was honestly, it was one of my favorite things I've ever done. Um, I don't know. Hopefully everybody liked it. But I sure as heck did enjoy writing that. Um, Flair helped out. They gave me we were kind of crunched on time, and Flair wasn't able to help out write it, and so the they gave me the oh no, it refreshed partway through. Oh, I'm so sorry. If anybody would like to reread that just without um without the way it's formatted and just wants to just read it, let me know. I will drop that. I can drop that doc that I wrote if anybody would like to reread that at any point. But I enjoyed it so much. I loved getting to like sprinkle in a couple of things. I wanted to do so much more, but I kind of realized, like, after I think like the second or third page, I was like, I need to stop. I was like, this is turning into a book. I was like, nobody's gonna have time to read this. I was like, this is getting too long. I need to dial it back because I was gonna do much more with it. Um, but I hope everybody did enjoy it as much as I enjoyed writing it. It was honestly so much fun to get to world build for water dogs. It's something that I've really wanted for the species for a while. Even before becoming staff. Um, and I know, like, one of the appeals of water dogs is not having any set lore, which is fine. Um, but I do think a lot of people, myself included, sometimes I just get dogs that I don't know what to do with. They don't fit in any of my stories. And if I had like a little water dog alternate world um, that just kind of coincides for the species, that I could just throw in, like the island from last year's Water Dog Month was my favorite. I don't know if anybody remembers the piece that I did drawing the island, but that was like my favorite piece. I so enjoyed. Yeah, no, definitely, like, I would love for there to be like a world where Marina and Roxanne and all the NPCs like exist in, and like if you wanted to have your dogs there, you can. And if you don't, that's totally okay too. You can create whatever you want, the freedom to create whatever you want. But having a little bit of a base would be so much fun. But yeah, no, I dearly loved writing that prompt, so I really hope people enjoyed it. Um, but yeah, no, like the general idea that I originally had was like they all exist, like the island that they end up going to they went to last year, that we kind of established to some degree, like Marina and Roxanne and all the NPCs live there, and there's little shops, and there's like a little town, and going based off of kind of my drawing, which, obviously, and I say all this, and like none of this is
canon or anything, but like my idea was like we could like have like scavenger hunts that are like in the cave and like finding out the secrets of the island and stuff like that and cool stuff. And I love that I love that concept so much. And even if it's not something we ever use, I may end up like just repurposing it for myself because I loved it so much. I love just getting to do world building. It's honestly one of my favorite things. I have like a couple of different worlds for my water dogs, just because I needed one. Like I have a gods and like witches and coven world. That's honestly one of the biggest worlds I think I've ever created, but unfortunately I don't have any of it on paper or in any writing whatsoever. It just lives in my head rent-free. Okay, alright. I think we're getting there, guys. I think he is coming along for sure. Look at him, he's such a sweet boy. Now I think we need... Still trying to figure out what to do with lore. Planning to do once I get my Demon Slayer Waterdog's maze. This sounds so cool, right? Yeah, no, I have several stories and stuff that I really need to like put down on paper, and just haven't gotten around to it. Okay, so let's see. Now I need to do colors. I don't have a palette saved. I wish I did. Of course, the design wasn't planned ahead of time, so it's not like I could have saved, not like I could have had one ready on demand. Anybody got one on demand? Okay, everyone. We'll consider this an okay, everyone ask. Drop it in the voice chat if y'all can. The voice chat channel on the server. And let's see. Gonna go back over to yeah, no, for sure. That's kind of the idea. I think I need to find one. But you know what? We'll go ahead and line for now. I think we'll start to wind down here since we're getting close to time. Got about 40-ish minutes left. So I think we'll go ahead and we'll start lining him. So let's go ahead and do let's do blue coming in clutch. I love it. If you can, put the palettes in the Waterdog server voice chat channel. That would be fantastic, because that's the channel I have up right now. Apologies for all the creaking of my chair. If y'all can hear it, I'm sure y'all can. But yeah, no, that's where I'll look for the palettes. Ooh, I love that one too. I love the very rustic oranges and stuff, and I love the one that Blue just dropped too. Let's see. Create new via clipboard, and we'll do copy this image as well. Create new via clipboard, and let's open that back up. So hopefully me shuffling windows around didn't pause Butters. Ooh, the forest color palette too. Let's do copy image. And then we'll play around with the colors. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Wow, why am I drawing a create new via clipper? There we go. Y'all saw nothing. Let's see. Oh no, what did I do? I did something. I think I did. There we go. I panicked for a second. I was like, oh no! Oh no! I do like this one. These colors are kind of what I had in mind. Love the forest colors too, which I might sprinkle some of these in. I'm gonna play around with them. We're not gonna stick to just one palette because I've never been able to stick to one palette. I don't know if anybody else has trouble with that when using palettes. Does anybody else have that problem where it's like you kind of end up just mix and matching because not one particular one really gets exactly where you want it to be? I don't know if anybody else, yeah, sticking for one? Nah. Yeah. One palette? Nope. Can't be me. I'm terrible at that. I can't. I definitely cannot stick to one. Yeah, heavily edit. Okay, does anybody else, like, take an image, too, and will, like, color pick from the image? I also tend to do that as well. Let's see. I like this green. I like where it's going. But consider. Let's move it up just a tiny bit. And make it very, very light. Mood boards, yeah. Yeah, I'm very much... Ooh, wrong layer. Oh, whoops. Wrong layer. Let's see. Let me actually make a, I'm liking it. Let's go a little bit more blue. Let's make it a little more like a turquoise. And let's bring it up just a tiny bit. Yeah. Let's try to go a little bit more turquoise. Is that the word? I guess that's the color. Is it turquoise? Chef kisses, yes. Make it, I guess this would technically be like almost white water. Well, no, this one would not be white water. I think what I had more in mind was like a little bit brighter and maybe a little more blue. Let's see. Let's try that. I think that might be what I have in mind. I'm going for like the vibe is supposed to be like steamy water. But I think we will incorporate, let me see. Let me grab my secondary color. And we'll fill this in. And then we're gonna add add some darker hues to it to give it depth. I love giving water depth. It's one of my favorite things. I don't remember how I really developed that. Oh no, I know. It was Wander. Wander was the one that I was playing around with his design, and I was like, it's not there. I'm on the right track, but it's not there. And I kept playing around with his design, and I finally was like, I know it's missing. His water needs depth. And I think that was where I was like, I got the idea to make it look like as you go farther out from the center of the water, it gets lighter. So, like, I tend to do the paws. I try to give them a little bit of depth, and, like, it'll start... I'll do it where, like, it starts to thin out a little bit as we go down that wrist. And then, like, right under the sand, wherever the sand lays, I like to give it depth there. So it kind of looks like the sand almost casts a shadow as well. And then I'll kind of, like, give the legs a little bit of depth. One of the things I really love about Waterdogs is the way that, like, everybody kind of does the water differently. And I think that is, like, so neat. That they're all a part of the same species, they're all the same thing, but everybody's own artistic styles can really shine through, and how they choose to, like, render things and stuff like that. And it's, I don't know, I just think it's neat. As Marge Simpson would say. Every time I say that, I immediately think of that image of her holding the potato and going, I just think it's neat. Let's see. So we'll go back to this color, and we'll use that. Might make it just a little tiny bit lighter. Just kind of match. But yeah. Let's do just a tiny bit lighter. Nope, that's too light. Let's see. We'll do that. And yeah, we'll go back to this color. And what I'll do is I'll blend it so it's not so stark. I don't know if y'all can hear my sister singing in the background. She's a goober. She's a major goober. I live with a goober. Anybody else have siblings? If that's not too much of a personal question. Which, you don't have to feel like you need to answer. But, oh my god, she's getting louder. I have 2. I know some people... I have 3. I have, yeah, I have 2. I have 2 younger siblings. I am very fortunate enough to have a really good relationship with my siblings. Because I know some people don't have that, and it's unfortunate. And hopefully someday it'll get better for them. Because I really do think there really is nothing like the bond between siblings. Eldest sibling moment, yes, absolutely. Hands clasped, you get it. The pain it was of having to be the second parent sometimes. It was a struggle, but we got there in the end. We really did. We got there. Alright. Alright. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Youngest sibling. Hey, youngest sibling. I will adopt all the younger siblings. 4 older brothers. Oh dear lord, I'm so sorry. All my siblings were only born once. I was already a teen. I really felt... Yeah, that's fair. It's really surprising. There's a. Oh no! I put the sand on the same layer. Crapola. Yeah, well, not me making mistakes and having to backtrack all the progress. Oh dear Lord, help me. Help me, help me. For I need Jesus, or Satan, or whatever deity that will offer help and assistance in these trying times. But no, I'm very my siblings and me. There's a decent size age gap between us, but we surprisingly came out really well. Yeah, at least it was noticed before it was fully done. Thank God. I have Satan in my new stove. I'm so jealous you have a gas stove. Man, I would die for a gas stove. Ah, would absolutely. Peach flavored Firestar. Yes. Yes, you get it. We're making him soft boy. In this universe, he is a soft boy. I will change the color, the line color here in a second. It's very stark. I'm so sorry. Let me go ahead and change that right now. Now that I kind of noticed that. Lock the layer. Oh goodness, your oldest brother is like in his late 40s, early 50s. That is quite a bit of an age gap. What is color? I think this will be a good color. Giant brush. I always forget that this brush is like kind of textured. I mean, I do, but I don't, but I do. And so whenever I make it big like this, I'm like, look at the texture. The texture. It's funny. I just moved in here. I'll adjust. Yeah, I've heard when you've used an electric stove for so long, and changing over to a gas stove is a very big it's an adjustment. But I've heard it's so much better to cook with. And as one who really, really loves to cook, oh my goodness, would I love to be able to have a gas stove and cook on a gas stove one day. That's the other thing too. If you lose power, you can at least still cook. Oh my goodness. We couple years back, it was literally during 2022. So like the the rolls kept coming and they just kept coming and they won't stop coming and they just kept coming. That was a terrible reference of Smosh Mouth. Oh yeah, an induction stove that hides in your countertop. That is, I've seen those too. Those are also very, very neat. But no, during 2020, we got hit with the tornadoes, and it literally went right through our neighborhood. Thank goodness it did not hit our house, and thank goodness I did not die, because like the dum-dum that I am, I lost power. It was late at night. I was watching Kung Fu Panda, of all things, and the power just immediately went out, and I was like, dang, is the weather really that bad? And like the southerner that I am, I think y'all can figure out where this is going. I went to my front door and was like, I'm gonna go look at the weather. And opened the door and was immediately blasted with wind. Leaves came flying down the hallway, and I was like, wind and rain and leaves, and I was like, oh my god, what the hell? And tried to get the door closed, and I actually could not get the door closed. I had to put my entire body against the door, was finally able to get it closed. And yeah, you know, the Midwesterners, you know, if you know, you know. Yeah. And I was like, oh my goodness, no, what did I just open my door to? And was trying, and actually started panicking because I was like, I genuinely could not get the door closed. And I was finally able to get the door closed, but like I had to put my entire body against the door. Really, I'd say I didn't know that. But yeah, I had to put my entire body against the door just to get it closed. And I was like, what the heck happened? What was that? Because at the time, I did not know that a tornado was going on. Because, like the Westerner that I am, you get those notifications on your phone and you're like, whatever. Because it usually never happens. And honestly, I don't even remember getting a notification that night, to be honest. Which I think has kind of recently started being noticed as a thing, where like either people get them like 6 minutes before it happens, or they just don't get them at all. But yeah, I made the mistake of opening my door, and oh goodness, you have a severe weather alert for tomorrow. Hopefully nothing happens. But yeah, I made that mistake, and then we lost power. And I was like, what the heck? And didn't really know what was going on. And a lot of people were coming out of their homes when it was all over. People were walking around the neighborhood kind of surveying damage. Thank you. I'm honestly, I'm really pleased with how he's turning out. This always happens. I make something that's not for myself, and I'm like, why do I like it? No. Oh yeah, I've had a basement flood as well. Been through a flood too. But yeah, no, people were like, people were going out of their homes for surveying damage. I was up for a while, went to bed, but I didn't know how bad it had really been. And when I woke up the next morning, power was still out, and I was just kind of like, okay, we've had power outages before, like, this is a little long, but like, whatever. I'm gonna go down to the local McDonald's to get breakfast because we didn't have any power. And as I'm driving through my neighborhood, I realized how bad the damage actually was. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, this is way worse than I thought. I was like, what the heck happened? And I leave I'm still on the mission of going to go get McDonald's. I just wanted breakfast, guys. I just wanted breakfast. So I keep going. And we live, like, there was a McDonald's attached to a gas station, like, not even 5 minutes from our house. And I get out onto the main drag to go to these gas stations, and most of them are completely gone. And I was like, oh my god. And there's, like, black smoke in the sky out in the distance, and it was actually legitimately kind of terrifying to some degree. I was like, oh my gosh, this is what the heck happened. And then I tried to get back into my neighborhood and realized the police had that entire road blocked off, and I was running out of gas trying to find a gas station that had power. None of them had power. Most of them were destroyed. And I was running out of gas, and I was living with my grandparents at the time. I ended up calling my grandfather, like, scared. I was like, Grandpa, I can't get back into the neighborhood. They've blocked everything off. And at the time we had, like, just moved, and I didn't have my address updated on my driver's license. So when I tried to get back into the neighborhood, I couldn't. And he ended up having to come out to me. We had to park my car because I was running low on gas. And we were thankfully able to get back into the neighborhood, but I was like, well, okay, I'm traumatized. I'm gonna stay home. Call it out of work, like, that entire week, because we didn't have power for, like, 5 days. And when I kind of got back into the neighborhood again and, like, kind of saw how bad the damage actually was, the neighborhood that my grandparents live in has, like, a little clubhouse that has, like, a pool and stuff like that, and the entire top half of the clubhouse, like, the roof was completely destroyed. It wasn't terrible, but, like, it was definitely not a building. Hey, what's up? Yeah, we,
Felix,
What?
someone's knocking on the door.
Then go answer the door.
Okay, hang on. Gotta get fucking dressed.
But yeah, no, yeah, we like,
Sorry, this packet put in my apartment 105. And I lost my glasses and
oh,
It's okay.
oh,
oh my gosh.
oh. Was that your package?
Get my new glasses!
Okay.
Sorry everyone. Sorry for my squeals of excitement. I've been waiting on this.
Okay,
It was
so
expensive.
story time. That was my sister, by the way. She had ordered some glasses. She just started a new job. She was very excited. Yeah, the joys. No, this is a whole ass story. So she had just started in a new job, and she didn't really have the money, but needed new glasses. Yeah, glasses guest appearance. But she needed new glasses. She started a new job, and she decided to drop the money to get the glasses. Well, we have issues here at an apartment complex where they don't deliver to the correct building or the correct unit. And so she had gotten the notification on her phone that her package had arrived, and of course they don't take a picture of the door number, they just take a picture of it outside of a door. So when she got home from work, they weren't here, and she was low-key, which I, like, understandably low-key, like, stressing out, because it was like, I spent money on something that I really, really needed, because she hasn't had new glasses in quite some time, and she, you know, it was like, it's been, like, a very stressful, like, because like, they were supposed to be delivered last Thursday, and they weren't here, and it, like, if anybody has ever, like, paid for something that's, like, really, really expensive and it not come in, or doesn't get delivered but says it's delivered, and that, like, just absolutely sinking feeling of not having it. And so she got them in just now. I guess apparently whatever unit that they were delivered to, that person just came by, and and said that they had gotten them. So she just got her glasses. Because we had gone through, like, the whole thing of she called, like, the support and was like, hey, I didn't receive my glasses, and was stressing out about that. And yeah, it was like this thing was like a whole ordeal. So you just heard her just very, very, very excited, squealing. But it came from a place of like, this has been a whole thing for like the past like 4 days. But yeah, her real time live reaction. So glad I was able to catch that on stream. I'm gonna look back at this later and I'm gonna be like, yes, thank God. But yeah. Alright. Look at him. Yeah, losing a package, especially with how much she spent on them, it is really, really terrifying. Oh my goodness. Okie dokie. I think we got it, guys. Look at our little fire star. I mean, he obviously definitely needs to be cleaned up, for sure. Like, this is definitely not the final product. But he's just a little guy. Oh. Such a good little guy, too. I'm so glad we came up with this concept. Y'all are the best. I'm so glad we all are sharing one shared brain cell. And then of course, we cannot forget the mist on the back. I'll color that in real quick. And, which I might even, like, make this mist, like, a little... I want to say, I think there might actually be, like, a dog that's got this, like, similar vibe, I think? Out there, maybe? I think so. But... he's just a little guy. Oh. He's so good. Sweet, sweet, untraumatized Fireheart. Which, like, if you... story-wise, like, and again, whoever gets this character, if they did want to keep that, like, AU thought idea, oh, excuse me, which, I have been watching y'all's, conversation about the storm. If you, oh goodness, if you want, you could drop it in the voice chat channel. Because I would also love to see some wicked cool storms. I'm a big fan of storms. That's exactly how I ended up in the predicament of opening my door during a tornado. Because the Westerner in me is just so strong sometimes. A little too strong for its own good. Yeah, no. The fear of, like, yep, I'd probably be that person outside recording it, unfortunately. But also, like, holy heck, they're so cool to watch. Does anybody else watch the, anybody else watch, like, those storm videos? Or, like, storm chasers? Those are so cool. No, ma'am, can't have my spaghetti. You go put a lid on that, thanks.
Okay.
Now that you live next to 2 major rivers, you could end up in a flood. Very, very, unfortunately, very probable. Oops. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Man. It has been a long day. Yeah. Storm chaser vans are so cool.
Glasses wipe.
They're I think I've seen like the ones where like it can actually like attach to the ground. It has like anchors. Those are really cool. They are I don't know if that like I know that one I saw once upon a time. I don't know. I'm not sure if it was like an actual thing. I'm pretty sure it was. There was a storm chaser class. Oh, that's so neat. I didn't know you could like take a class for it. I mean, like, makes sense. To keep people from friggin' killing themselves. But like I didn't know there was an actual class you could take. That is really neat. Houseboat is more realistic, yeah. To live on a houseboat. Maybe someday. Not today, but maybe someday. That is so cool. Now I want to go to a now I want to go to a storm chaser class. That sounds neat. Not something I'd ever do, but you know, that is really cool. All right. I think this is it. I do want to change the skin tone on the face a little bit. I think I want to make it a little bit brighter just to make it stand out a little bit more. I think at the moment it's not peachy enough. Peachy Keen. Fireheart. We have a storm watch class here, working with search and rescue training dogs. That's so cool. Oh, that's so neat. Let's actually, let's change this. Let's do this. Change back over to this. And then we're gonna use this darker gradient to, kind of give the face some shading a little bit. Make it, it's very flesh. You're going for flesh. Let's see. There we go. Balding old man, yeah. This is old Fireheart. After his years, after years of being a medicine cat. Now the temptation to make him more scrungly is strong. I think I want to do the Lycoi thing and give like some like little white little white stripes of where some of the hair is a brighter color. I don't know if this will make it too busy or not, though. I think it might just make it too busy. I think we'll leave it as is. I feel like we're starting to get into that territory of you start touching it up too much, which I also have that problem. I start making it too much. But yeah, I think we're I think we'll wrap it up here. I think this is a good stopping point. I think we made some good progress today. So I'll finish this up at a later date because I do have to go. I have to go to bed at 9. But I appreciate everybody that came, everybody that saw, everybody that experienced, everybody that was here for the chaos of the glasses and the cat and a lot of warrior talk, which good, as it should be. I appreciate everybody coming, and thank you for sticking around, and if anybody's watching this at a later date, then I hope everybody enjoyed this. I appreciated it. I had fun. And yeah. I'll catch y'all later. Bye now.